Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. Whoop whoop! Hey everyone, I'm Sunny, and today I'm going to do a little video on Venus in Virgo. Now, for those who don't know, but this is a video. It's going to be kind of long, so if you want to, the Venus series tends to be a little long. I'm mumbling. Whatever, man. It's been a long day. Anyways, the Venus series here, the videos tend to be a little long. So if you want to fast forward or watch it on twice as fast, their videos are really funny if you watch them on twice as fast, on double speed. If you want to do that, then go ahead. Anyways, for those who don't know, I am a professional astrologer. I do write the horoscopes for some of the newspapers up in Canada. And if you want a personal reading, all the information on how to do that is in the description box below. In addition to that, every morning here on the channel, just to let you guys, if you haven't figured it out, there's a little blah blah at the beginning of the video. Then I'm going to tell you what I think about Venus and Virgo. And then what I'm going to do is read a bunch of different professional astrologers, some popular ones that you may or may not know, and I'm going to give you my critique on what they say about it, and I'll tell you the pros and cons and things to watch out when you're dealing with astrologers and whatever. I'll tell you all about that in a sec. All right. So once again, I'm a professional astrologer. I do write the horoscopes for some of the newspapers in Canada. If you want a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. In addition to that, every morning here on the Sunny Side, I do your horoscopes. I do live astrology readings for you guys, and I read the horoscopes every morning, except on Tuesday when we do Tarot Tuesday. And every night, I read the cards for you guys. So if you're interested in that, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Maybe give the video a thumbs up, and if you drop by to one of the live streams, please say hi. I also record the videos. I record the horoscope videos live for you guys. So if I get distracted, it's because the Sunny Siders right there are cheering everything on and saying, what's up? So that's the action. If you want to take part in the live streams, by all means, subscribe to the channel and drop by. And if you drop by, please say hello. All right. In addition to that, we have some interesting stuff happening to the channel. As you can see below, right there, although we're a Canadian channel, YouTube has graciously allowed us to put our store on some of our videos. And if you go down, well, I'll show it to you guys right now. So our store here on the Sunny Side is located at the Astro-Side.com, and if you want to support the channel, then all you got to do is go to the Astro-Side, and SLC, my super cool and super sexy wife, she's designed a whole bunch of cool t-shirts for us. She's a Cancer, and so there are t-shirts and hoodies and cups and tote bags and stuff in our store for a whole bunch of different designs. And what's going on with the internet here? They come in a whole bunch of different colors. Cancer might like, different colors. I think they're really cute. I should show you the Virgo one probably because it's a Virgo horoscope. I'm a double Scorpio. I wear black. So, anyways, so if you want to support the channel, then just head to the store. And this is my favorite shirt right here, the Sunny Side. This one right here. And it comes in different colors, but again, I like this one in black. And actually, I'm waiting for a shipment to arrive right now. And they come in little tank tops like that. They're really cute. Long sleeve shirts, socks, some onesies, some leggings. Our leggings are very popular. This, believe it or not, this shirt right here, the Sunny Side Together It's a Beautiful Day, is our most popular shirt. And she just made a really cool cup. And this went on here. All right, that's enough. I know, blah 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 blah. So, and the cups come in different colors. I like them a lot. Anyways, SLC, this is our store, and if you want to support the channel, that's what you do. Everybody cool? Should we get down to it? All right, what else is going on? For those who don't know, and for finally one more, I'll give you one little hit on how to support the channel. It's a video, guys. You can speed ahead. If you're interested, this is our website. This is the website, TheSunnySide.net, and this is where you go if you want your astrology report. We have birth chart reports here, compatibility reports. There are examples of all of that on the website. In addition to that, I'm a very popular Canadian hypnotherapist. I've been featured across the country on a number of occasions. And along the way, I wrote a book called Emotional Weight Loss, and it's available on Amazon, as well as some of the other stuff I've written. All right, blah, 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 blah. Let's get down to it. Oh, it's not bad. 5 minutes of blah blah. All right, let's get to the Venus in the signs. Now, there's a thing about Venus. There's a thing about Virgo. and astrology in general. Oh, one more thing. On the channel, oh man, I just pulled it apart. On the channel, we're starting to have giveaways now. YouTube said when I get to a certain number of subscribers, I should start giveaways. So one of the things we're going to be giving away, I currently give them away to my Patreon supporters, but we have our energy necklaces right now. For those who don't know, they're filled with a certain combination of stones to ward off negative energy and to attract money and to attract love, and they go right here, and they're really cool. All right, anyways, if you want to win one of those, then just tune into the live stream in the morning. Okay, whatever. Now here we go. Now, if you watch any of my other videos, you'll see that there's a thing with, I spend a large portion of time dispelling some of the myths and trying to, help us all move past some of the prejudices that, the bias and prejudices that are found in stereotyping certain things. And obviously astrology is one of them, and the signs are one of them. Now, just to let you guys know, there are 3 different things, and I guess I'll show you guys right here. I guess I'll pull it up and I'll show you guys as we're going through. Okay, check this out. So when we look at an astrology chart, there are 3 different things in the chart. There's the house, that's these numbers right here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's the numbers. That's the spaces between these lines here. In addition to that, we have the planet. So the houses indicate a certain thing. It's like your neighborhood. Hey man, that's down the street. Down the street, out here at say work. Work is over here. Where you go to the office is over here. If you go to the, but it's more complicated than that. This is where you go every day. That's public. That's at home. Like if something happens, this is at home. This is what you do every day. But it's also your physical health, and it's also small pets, and it's also helping other people. And that's what the house is. That's what this number 6 is. In addition to that, in different types of astrology, this house has a particular type of rulership, or it has a particular planetary energy to it. And for modern Western astrology, modern meaning like when you watch in this video, so Western meaning like people who speak English, astrology meaning if you don't know what that is, you're watching the wrong video. And that's going to be ruled by okay, so there's more to it. Okay, so for enlarge, let's just say that this house is the domain of Virgo, and Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury. So we have Virgo energy in this house. So we have the 6th house, which says where it is. It's like down the street, but it's not. It's 6th house is what you do every day, and it's how you physically help others. And then we have a planetary color to that energy, and depending on what type of astrology you follow, you're going to have a different type of planetary energy fill that house, and I don't want to talk about that in this video because you guys are going to get confused. And then on top of all of that, we have an astrological sign signature that's going to rule all this as well. And so it's easy. And then on top of all of that, we're talking about Venus. And so it's very easy as a professional astrologer, when you're writing horoscopes every single day for the newspapers, when you're reading chart after chart after chart after chart, to get bored, or you want to find new ways to say things and express things to people. It's easy to combine them or to confuse them sometimes. There are similarities, but they're not the same. And a good astrologer, and even an amazing astrologer is going to mix them up sometimes. So keep that in mind. There are similarities, they're not the same. In addition to that, sometimes, a certain planet in a certain area is a good thing for one sign, and it's a difficult thing for another sign. In addition to all of that, sometimes a certain planet in a certain part of the astro chart is a good thing for one, say we're talking Virgo today, so it might be a good thing for one Virgo, and for the very next person, next Virgo, it might be a bad thing. The charts are different. There are different types of charts. There are daytime charts, or nighttime charts, or, progressed charts, relocated charts. There's lots of different charts, man. So, you can't really just go out and say that. And so I'm not saying that it's good or bad or that it's easier or more difficult. I'm just saying because I'm about to shoot down some very respected astrologers, and I'm just telling you what's going on. Sometimes when you're writing a whole bunch of stuff, you can get it confused. Finally, if there are any astrologers out there, or tarot readers, if there are any tarot readers, and you don't see it in the chart, right? And I'm not saying your skill level is not to the point where you don't see it, but if you don't see it, like if there's no, look, there's nothing in the 7th house here, there's nothing in the 5th house, there's no pregnancy, and like, if it's not there, don't make it up. Don't search too deep. If they don't want you, if it's not there, it's not there. Maybe is love and money in your chart every single day. You just have to know where to look. This chart, maybe where you're looking in the city that you're in is not the place to look. Maybe you have to move to another city to find it in your chart. Maybe you have to change the time. Maybe you have to change the date. Maybe you have to add someone else's energy to your chart to find, I'm just saying it's not there. So it's not there. Don't like, don't try, don't just read the chart, man. And so that's the action. And that's the deal on it. So now, okay, so that's the deal. That's my little blah, 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 and that kind of stuff. I guess I'm dragging ass on this video. Whatever, man. So it's Virgo. Virgo can be patient. Be patient, Virgo. Deal with. Sonny, tell me about who I am. Tell me more about me. Tell me more about me. I'll tell you about you. Okay, wait. So let's get down. So that's the deal, and that's what's going on. Now I'll tell you guys my 2 cents on Virgo, and particularly Venus in Virgo. So, and then we'll get down to what the other astrologers say, and I'll tell you what they think. So first up, Venus is the planet of how you relate. It's one of the planets of how you relate to others. As a professional astrologer, so there are different types of astrology. If you want to say like, oh, tell me about me, which is what we're doing right now. It's it's one thing. It's kind of like how you love, or it's how you like to be treated. And as such, it's how you treat others when you like them. You guys got that? Mars is how you treat others if you're like pissed off with them. Venus is how you treat others if you like them. It's the do unto you as you want to be treated planet. Everybody cool? So that's the deal. So if Venus is in Aries, you're competitive. And so, like, Aries is a competitive sign. You like competitive people. You attract competitive people. You like someone you're going to be competitive. It's not a big deal. Taurus is a possessive sign. Your heart is possessed. You like to control. You like it. You own it. You want to own them tangibly. All right, so you treat them like that. Now, let's get to Virgo. Now, Virgo's got some interesting things about it. Venus is about love, and it is about attraction, and it is how you like to express yourself to make other people feel good. And so it's what you attract in your life. It's where you attract love and money into your life, and as such, that's the action. So that's Venus. It can represent love, beauty, harmony, money, ice cream cones, going for walks on the beach, all that kind of stuff. And if it combines with Uranus, then it's going to be kinky sex. If it combines with Mars, it's going to be rough sex. It's a lot of different stuff. Now, as we're talking about sex, some of these guys are going to talk about intimate relationships, because at certain parts of your chart, it's going to be an intimate. Venus in Virgo in the 8th house is going to express your intimate relationships. Guys got that? So Venus in Virgo, people tend to say it's repressed sexuality, but that's not necessarily the case in any way, shape, or form. Because first, Virgo's an earth sign. That's like physical, okay? And it's also mutable earth, as in changing, as in it also rules the 6th house, which is, doing things for other people, as in bending your ass over a sofa to make them happy. It's like reaching for the, it's like wearing so for those who say Virgo is one of the lusty, Virgo is a highly sexual sign. It's immutable, meaning changing, meaning change out of your pants into something more sexy kind of sign. The deal is, though, Virgo's a behind the scenes kind of sign. They like to do, it's not necessarily behind the scenes, but it's, they like to, Virgo likes to not, they have a private side to them that you may or may not be lucky to ever see. And if you watch it, you'll see it right here. Virgo, so this section right here, the 7th house, you see, but that's your 6th house. This is usually a Libra kind of thing, and that's, you know, out into the open. You know, people are seeing this. But the stuff behind this house right here, so this is we, and this is kind of the things you do with we behind the scenes. This is me, the first house is me, I am, and this is the stuff that happens with I am, you, behind the scenes. So this is, again, your past and your stuff that's hidden in life. This is the stuff you do together with other people behind the scenes, so to speak. It's what you do every day. So if you have to dig a ditch every day, it's like you dig a ditch every day and nobody sees you do it unless you go there and do it, right? This is high visibility. This is the stuff you do every day. It's kind of, you know, it's like whatever is whatever. So if love is here, you know, it's like whatever, man. so anyways, it's prim. And now I'm stretching a little bit. I'm trying to explain it, and I'm stretching the interpretation a little bit as I describe it. It's not entirely like that. The 6th house is not entirely behind the scenes. So don't, you know, don't hold me at that particular word. However, Virgo is can be a very private sign. What they see on one side is one thing, what they are on the other side is something completely different, and that's just the fact with Virgo, and you're going to have to deal with it. For those who know Virgos, who are very close to Virgo energy, you'll realize that Virgos are closet sex freaks. Then that's just a lock. If you don't know that, then you don't know that. But Virgo is one of the #1 signs to shoot that down. Okay? So just saying, what up is what up. All right, so that's the deal with that. It's bendable, sorry, mutable, changing earth. And if you're going to walk around and say that Sagittarius is loose in the zipper, a mutable Sagittarius is loose in the zipper, and then mutable Pisces is loose in the zipper, and then mutable air is loose in the zipper, then the mutable earth sign is sure of ass donkey going to be loose in the zipper. And it's just, that's a lock. You can't walk around saying those other 3 guys are loose in the zipper when their astral buddy is sitting right there. It's not like Virgo's in the car. Virgo's sitting in the car waiting for Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini. Virgo's got a friend with them and their pants ain't on. So, just saying. Anyways, continuing. Venus isn't all about your sexuality. It's not. Like, Venus is not. Venus is how you relate to others, and it can be in a loving way. I'm just trying to dispel the myth that Virgo is not a sexual sign, because a lot of these guys are going to talk about that. So once again, Venus in Virgo, Virgos like to make lists. Virgo's going to check things off. Virgos have an idea, a very tangible idea, earth sign, of what they want, and they're going to go and try and check it off, everything of what they want. For better or worse, you know? These guys are going to say things like high status, it's got to be this way or that way, or there's a prim and proper, whatever it is. Virgo just wants what they want. And they could want a bad boy, they could want a rebel, they could want someone who's a nonconformist, right? It all depends on how the chart plays out. And whatever they want is what they want, and they have a list. And that's the deal. And so, don't be fooled by the Virgin. And so, that's the action. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? So once again, Venus is how, so if you have your Venus in Virgo, you know, you're generally going to attract Virgo energy to you. You're going to attract changeable earth energy. You're going to attract people who are one way in public, who are prim and proper, people who have a very definitive idea of what it is that they want, and they're trying to achieve it. Virgo is also a critical sign. You're going to attract critical people, and you're going to probably be extremely kinky behind the scenes. Virgo is not a go have sex in public kind of sign. They are definitely a whips and chains, lock you up and leave you while they go shopping kind of sign. And that's what the deal is. All right, let's check out what these guys have to say. Now, there's some interesting stuff in here. There's the general stuff that will go on, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it. And this is a pretty long one, so settle in and do your thing. And once again, welcome to the Sunny Side. I'm Sunny. Please subscribe to the channel. please help us out by, visiting the Astro-Side store. And if you want a reading, check it out in the description box below. And, or buy one of my books, or check out one of my meditations. And so, as we go through, you're going to see something interesting. There's some similarities to what these guys have to say. Later on in the video, I left in something where they talk about a yod. A yod is an astral aspect. It's an angle, so to speak. Gotta be careful when you use these words. And it's called an inconjunct, and it's the finger of God. It looks like a Y in the chart. I'll show you what a yod looks like right here. So the yod looks like, and it's going to come up, and I'll show you again. So Virgo is, where's Virgo? So Virgo's here. The yod forms a Y between Aquarius and Aries. This is the yod for Virgo, and it means the less opposite is Pisces, right? And the yod is like this. These are the lessons. So Virgo has lessons to learn from Aquarius and Aries, and we'll get to that when we get to that. It's an interesting thing. It's interesting. I believe in it astrologically, so I left it in. And so we're going to talk about that. We'll see what else I left in. I edited a whole bunch of stuff out. Once again, I tried to keep some of the stereotypes in, and I filtered some of it out. I tried to keep it clean. If it's a mess, it's a mess, and whatever is whatever. And there's my 20-minute introduction. Here we go. So first up is Babs Kirby and Janie Stubby. I deleted a lot of this, but I kept some of this. So according to these guys, a natal Venus in Virgo. All right. So a person with Venus in Virgo is often extremely romantic and yearns for perfectionism in the one that she loves. See, they have a list. They have an idea of what they want in life. These people may put their beloveds on a pedestal and worship them. Oh, they definitely do. See, Virgo's one of the signs of service, so to speak. They like to help other people. And Venus, you want to help other people achieve their goals, and you do it in a very tangible, kind of brain tangible way, which means making a list and telling them what to do. Now, an image for Venus in Virgo is of the goddess dressed in flowing white robes. With Venus in Virgo, you may either aspire to this or be searching for it in someone else. You see, you have an ideological way of it. Either way, it's an impossible ideal for anyone to achieve in reality. This is an image of purity as well as perfection, and any mere mortal is going to be found lacking. As a result, those with this placement can live a chaste and celibate life for long periods, as a preference for settling for anything less, in an actual relationship is often a disappointment. So Venus in Virgos, first off, they are an idealistic lover, and they can be disappointed quite easily because no one lives up to expectations, especially when your expectations are just some kind of stupid shit dream you have in your head that you made up. Next, more constructively, someone with Venus in Virgo will always be prepared to discuss his or her relationships. It's Mercury, right? These people enjoy analyzing what makes their partners tick and need to understand the dynamics of the relationship. There you go. They have excellent minds and will take a rational and pragmatic approach to dealing with any difficulties that may arise. Venus and Virgo are brainers, That's obviously a brainer sign. Venus and Virgo people want to be helpful to the one they love. That's a key word there. Venus and Virgo people are definitely helpful, and they may want this to be reciprocated. Venus and Virgo people are team players. This may be useful to their partners and an enormous support in practical ways, quietly getting on with things that need attention to and not demanding or expecting any recognition. Although, don't abuse your Virgo. People with Venus and Virgo get abused quite easily. They're easily walked over. And if love is not reciprocated, well, it's easy because Venus and Virgo tend to do things for other people, but at the same time, they get walked on. They get tread upon quite easily because, they idealize love and the person is not living up to their expectation. Anyways, these guys say they enjoy being of service, and in a relationship that's going well, they'll give selfless assistance to the one they love. So they're talking about that axis of quote-unquote helping other people, the sixth house. They're talking about when then they say that they like to be of service to others, they're talking about this and this. This is the axis of helping other people. This is physically making lists and helping people, and this is listening to other people's problems. And also, they're talking about the axis between Virgo and Pisces. Pisces help people in tangible way. They call it service to others, but they help people in tangible ways. And Pisces help people with their emotional support. All right, next. So I thought that one was pretty good, but I edited the crap out of it. Okay, that was Babs, Kirby, and Jane Subs. What else? Sky Alexander has a good way of looking at it. Sky says, although your ideal lover may not be a knight on a white charger, what the hell, or a fairy princess, you can be quite picky about your partners. Virgos are picky. You have a very exciting or exacting set of specification which candidates must meet if they want you to consider them. You might not expect your lover to be a great beauty, right? Because, you know, you like what you like, right? And like I said earlier on in the video, all charts are different. Everybody's different. But if she or she isn't squeaky clean, punctual, and hardworking, you'll quickly scratch him off your dance card. Okay, so that's some stereotypes about Virgos right there. Virgos being neat freaks and punctual and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, you're also concerned with etiquette, and you want your partner to have impeccable manners. Once in a relationship, you have the tendency... Okay, so before we go on, so this person is leaning towards a stereotype of Virgo being squeaky clean perfectionist. Just because someone complains a lot doesn't mean they're a perfectionist. It means, once again, they have a list. They have an ideal way that the world should look, for better or worse, right? You know, you got to be cool with it, and they're doing their best, and they're trying, you know, and Venus in Virgo wants you to pay attention to the details, right? So that's the action here. Once in a relationship, you have a tendency to find fault with your partner and to complain long and loudly about all those annoying little habits that you just can't stand. You expect your partner to be perfect and have trouble accepting a few human failings. All right, whatever, you know. You want desperately to feel needed by your partner and work hard to make yourself indispensable to his or her life. That's definitely true. Perhaps your paycheck is absolutely essential to your partner's survival, or you may stoically take care of all the details of running the home, blah, blah, blah. It says you show your affection by doing practical things for the ones you love, making sure they have clean clothes and nutritional meals, and showering them with words of endearment and lavish gifts. Venus and Virgos like to take care of the nitty-gritty, right? It's that sign. They're talking about two things here. She's talking about the 6th house, which is taking care of the day-to-day activity, the day-to-day stuff. That's your 6th house, the stuff you do every day. And they're saying that Venus in Virgo takes care of the everyday kind of stuff. It's kind of a 6th house thing. If your Venus is in Virgo in the 8th house, it's very different than Venus in Virgo in the 6th house, which is what they seem to be talking about here. So heads up in that. Okay, Sonny, why don't you tell us the difference? Okay, well, Venus, she's talking about Venus in the 6th house of taking care of the details and doing the everyday chores. If Venus was in the 2nd house, you'd be taking care of the finances of everything. Definitely. Venus was in the 2nd house, you'd be attracting a lot of money. People would just give you stuff. And even if it's in Virgo, they'll be giving you stuff. You'll want to look at the details, but people will be giving you stuff. If Venus is in the 8th house, you'll be attracting a lot of sexual partners. You'll win legal battles through details. You'll look at the details and you'll win legal battles, and you'll help other people win legal battles. Venus in the 8th house will give you money for someone else, for your partner. And this is all very different than taking care of the day-to-day stuff, which she's talking about, which is Venus in the 6th house. But again, like I was saying, you know, we as a professional astrologer, we mix these things together. I'm going to knock the girl for doing her thing. All right. Next, let's lose all of that stuff and go on to the next one. Francis Soykan and Louis Acker, they say, or Luis Acker, they say, I think it's Francis is the woman and Louis is the guy. And so Venus in the sign Virgo is in its fall. All right, everybody got that? Venus is exalted in Pisces. Venus in Pisces is, hey player, let's get up, let's go nurture that player, and let's go have a lot of, let's go make some fish love, and let's go like nurture each other, let's go do some drugs together, and let's go heal our wounds together, and kiss and play romantic music, and lie and make love in a field of weed, you know, not like dandelions, like marijuana. So let's marijuana pills, and like we'll just drink our problems away. That's Venus in Pisces. But these guys are talking about Venus in Virgo, which is like, so imagine all that. Venus wants to hang out and play harp music and make love and drink red wine and eat cookies. But like Venus in Virgo is like, oh, yeah, I know, I gotta go do the laundry. And like, not the good kind of laundry, like the bad kind of laundry where like, yeah, you know, and so, yeah, no, I gotta do it tomorrow too, and the day after that, and the day after that, or else the world is gonna collapse. That's Venus in Virgo. There's a difference. You guys see the difference on how like Venus is really happy in Pisces, and Venus is not so happy. Is the potential for not being so happy in Virgo? All right, next. People with this position tend to overanalyze emotions and be too critical of those they love, making others feel subconscious and inhibited and cutting off the spontaneous flow of affection. You know, Venus in Virgo does that. This analytical trait can stand in the way of a direct, intuitive response to beauty, right? Instead of enjoying beauty, they tend to analyze beauty. But it's not a bad thing. They're just... they just love and appreciate things in a different way. Instead of saying, hey man, I dig this picture. Like, I dig it. Sonny's sister painted that when she was alive. I dig the vibe. You know, it's nice. I like the color. Everything cool about it. Virgo's going to look at it and go, oh, she created it on this kind of paper. She did that. It's more of a detailed and analytical approach to appreciation. Just because someone has a detailed and analytical approach to something doesn't mean that they don't love and appreciate that. So don't be knocking your Venus in Virgo just because they express themselves differently. I got a whole book right here talking about the different languages of love. SLC making me read this book. So what? So, and then we got another one here. All these. For those who don't know, I'm the love hypnotist. I do a lot of my stuff is done. A lot of my hypnotherapy that I did for you guys, or my books and my meditations are done. Anyways, the 2-minute secret to staying in love. So this kind of stuff, you know, everybody has different ways they express their affection, you know, and they different ways that they express their interest. So just because someone is looking at things in a traditionally non-romantic way, doesn't mean that they don't want to close the blinds and get all naked with you. Just saying. I'm a double Scorpio. That's what it means to express how we express ourselves. Okay. All right, so just be careful of that. These people, so getting back to it, these people try to understand the beauty of a rose, for example, by dissecting it petal by petal, not realizing that the rose is beautiful because of the totality of its parts. All right, see what I'm trying to say? All right, I'm just saying I agree with you. Okay. Next, they're going to talk about Venus in the 6th house. People with Venus in Virgo frequently seek partners who they can share their work and intellectual interests. That's more of a 6th house, right? The daily work. But this Venus position is likely to produce, and you're going to see videos on Venus in the houses shortly. But this Venus position, is likely to produce more unmarried people than any other Venus sign position because the person's highly critical standards for what they want in a mate. In other words, these guys can bitch like it's nobody's ass donkey business. When they do marry, it's often through connections with work. Again, it's the 6th house. Venus in the 6th house, you can marry someone at work or someone that you hang out with every day. When they do marry, it's okay, often, unless Venus is heavily afflicted, there are congenial relationships with co-workers in general. That means Venus in the 6th house. This is a Venus, they're saying it's Venus in Virgo, but again, I'm telling you, they're mixing it up with Venus in the 6th house. Could easily date people they work with. Anyways, conversely, if Venus is afflicted, you know, there can be an overreaction against shyness and social propriety, producing loose living, promiscuity, and bohemianism. This stems from a deep fear that only thus can these people find love and sexual fulfillment. They need to make sexual conquests in order to prove their desirability. In these cases, the unconscious Pisces polarity takes over. These reactionary types can become crude, slovenly in their personal appearance and mannerisms. And like I said before, when it comes to Virgos, when it comes to Venus and Virgos, they can be, you know, don't let them fool you. Virgos is Virgo's a mutable sign. They are definitely loose in the zipper. They just ain't telling you, and I don't see why they should. Next, Isabella Hickey. Venus is very unhappy in the sign of Virgo. Oh yeah, you talk to Venus, Isabel? Sometimes I do, sometimes I do, Sonny, sometimes I do. Whoa, where'd you come from? Sonny, you know, we just saying not everybody's gonna do it. Sonny, can you spank me? Sonny, can you spank me? No, I'm not spanking my monkey. I'm talking about Venus and Virgo. Venus and Virgo? Oh, Venus, people with Venus and Virgo, they never play with me. I heard that if a Venus person with Venus and Virgo had a monkey, they'd never spank that monkey. That monkey could do whatever they want to do. That's not true. That's not true. I know someone with Venus and Virgo, and every time the lights are off and nobody's around and they're all by myself, they spank the crap out of me all the time. Seriously? I had no idea. I didn't know Venus and Virgo people spank. Oh yeah, they teach me to behave, but I don't really behave because I kind of like it. All right, you guys, back to it. Hey, you guys back right here. Oh, God. Okay. 3 SunnySide is going around the outside. Okay. Whoa. Let's get back to work here. Okay. Apparently, according to Isabel, Venus is very unhappy in the sign of Virgo. The person who has Venus in the sign on its fall, exalted fall. Okay, whatever. So it's the signature as one who has become unloving and superficial in past lifetimes. Oh, that's interesting. One who has not learned that when criticism comes in the door, love departs. All right, I get it. She's saying that Venus in Virgo is a critical Venus, but it is, you know. These guys make excellent housewives, but it needs warm lovingness to make the home. Okay, that's a 6th house thing again. Cold and critical and needs many good aspects to warm her up. Fastidiousness and purity are strong, but does not relate to others. Conventions stand guard over emotions, but don't let the tail wag the dog. Right. In other words, Venus and Virgo can bitch. I don't agree with it. Okay, Venus and Virgo can bitch. I don't know about the 6th house thing, but Venus, I think Venus and Virgo, I think it's quite like this is the stereotype. Or like those who don't know, she's preaching the stereotype. The critical acumen of Virgo will often be directed towards the partner. That's right. Just like Venus in Aries is all cool unless they try and compete too hard against their partner. Or like Venus in Taurus is great. They like to take care of their partner, but if they possess them too hard, it's difficult. Or if so Venus in Aquarius is great. They're free-loving, they're rebellious and everything until they try and have sex with your friends. Then it's going to be a problem. And so you got to watch out for it. Anyways, one of the things they're not saying here is Venus in Virgo looks nervous. They're highly critical. They have a list, and the list is the way it should be. And if things aren't in order on the list, they freak out. That's what it is. And the list isn't like something they can part with. It's part of who they are. It's a sequential order of things. Asking a Virgo to let go of their structure of the world. It's an earth sign. It's a structural sign. It's a progressive, it's immutable, changing. How do we achieve these goals? That's how Virgo sees the world. And Venus in Virgo, that's how they love and express themselves in a loving way. How do we achieve these goals? And in the 8th house, how do we achieve these sexual goals? In the 2nd house, how do we achieve these financial goals? In the 10th house, how do we achieve these career goals? In the 4th house, how do we achieve these home goals? That's Venus in Virgo. That's what it's doing. It doesn't mean they're critical. It just means when fear sets in, they're going to let you know. Okay. Next, Grant Lewis says, you relate emotional experience to well-organized code of conduct. You have strong family feelings and generally have genuine affection for your relatives. That's cool. Mercury is a 3rd house, also rules the 3rd house. That's your brothers and sisters. You believe in the properties so strong that you just don't have emotions that would involve their violation. Okay, whatever. That's not true. Your impulses are usually strictly proper. If you stray from the beaten track, it's because you're convinced yourself that it's right. You satisfy your conscience before the transgression and rarely after. You substitute self-justification for remorse. Yes, Virgos definitely feel justified in doing whatever they do. definitely they justify it. Of all the signs, Virgos are the ones that, they're the #1 signs of having an excuse, and they're the #1 signs who feel justified in what they do. So if a Virgo breaks the rules, they're going to come up with a reason, and then they're going to break it. They're the #1 sign that needs a reason to break the rules, and they'll come up with any stupid ass donkey shit that they can, because like anybody will. You know, if you're going to break the rules, then you're going to have to justify it. Some signs do, some signs don't. Even Aquarius is going to come up with the reason. They'll be like, yeah, it's not fair. It's just not fair. I broke that rule because it's not fair. Scorpio is going to say, I don't give a shit. Those rules don't mean anything to me. And Sagittarius is going to say, what, rules? Why would you be tempted to bring rules? All right, next. Sydney Omar says, in Virgo, Venus wants discretion and needs to feel his emotions are treated as something rare and delicate. Very true. I think that's very true. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, our necklace is working. Oh, but if you want one of these necklaces, the only way you're going to get it right now is to tune into the SunnySide in the morning, and try and win one. We'll probably put them for sale on the website on thesunnyside.net, but not anytime soon. All right, This person, Venus in Virgo, is conscientious about their reputation, but becomes entangled with those who have secret troubles and are liable to scandal. Again, Venus in Virgo likes to help others, and they can get them. People who like to help others can get themselves into trouble. They have a code of organized conduct, but others may have their own codes, and sometimes these codes clash. All right, next. Robert Hand says, you like to do favors for the people you like because serving is one of the ways that you express love and friendship. I don't like that word serve, but in let's just use the word. In classical astrology, they use the word slave. So let's use the word serve for right now. In youth, you are less selfish than most people of your age. Oh, there you go. You find it quite hard to relate to people whom you can't help. I'll say that again. This makes a lot of sense. Robert Hand says, you like to do favors for the people you like. Okay, and it's how you express love and friendship. In youth, you are less selfish than most people of your age, and you find it quite hard to relate to people who you can't help. The only problem in relationships is that you may believe that people like you for what you do rather than for who you are. Or, you know, they might like you for what you bring to the table as opposed to who you really are. That's like a Virgo thing. They're nervous. You know, they're always trying to please people. Okay. You may underestimate your own worth, but Virgos are really hard workers, by the way. I have a lot of respect for Virgos. You may, for part of the Virgo psyche. So, you may underestimate your own worth and not understand why people like you. Learn to love yourself as well as others. It says you like your surroundings to be neat, and your work is both graceful and neat. Your personal habits and the way you dress show this also. This position favors all kind of craft work because you have high standards for perfectionism, but you don't let them overrule your sense of grace and form. But you must learn not to reject everything and everyone that does not live up to your high standards of beauty or of duty in relationships. Oh, you shouldn't have duty in relationships. Sonny! Sonny! I once had a relationship with someone who had duty. It was nasty. Yeah, me too. Sonny, even I don't like people who have duty in the relationship. It's nasty. They should go duty over in the bush. Sonny, I concur. I agree. I was on a jog the other... Okay, enough. You guys go back down. All right. It says that the person with a Venus in Virgo, it has a good sense of discipline. They're definitely disciplined. And you're careful about what you eat. Don't overdo sweets. You won't buy something that it's frivolous unless you can justify the purchase at a practical level. These guys can be practical. All right, here we go. Now it's going to get interesting. Okay. Devoted and practical. Okay, Ronnie Dwyer says, devoted and practical, these individuals often form relationships based on shared work or common sense of duty and responsibility to others. We talked about this before. This is a 6th house thing. If your Venus is in the 6th house, you can, often get in relationships with people that you see every day. Often accused of being cold, fishy, they're cautious, inhibited, and often unable to display affection spontaneously or openly. But once they feel secure, familiar, or trusting, the earthiness and sensuality of this placement will be expressed. Got it? All right, next. Martin Schulman. Here, the individual experiences the purification of love through service. Once again, they're talking about the desire to help others. He seeks the idealized, refined qualities of life which humanely, contribute to a person's need for social order. He loves the efficiency of functioning within well-established molds and traditions, feeling society's sense of etiquette and manners and the matrix of a finely organized reality and structure, which his feelings are clearly defined. It's not that strange, guys, because like Virgo takes in so much information, they like to have things set so that they can take in information. You know, it's like anyone who's has a brain that takes in a lot of information, they like a certain sense of routine and order. Or controls freaks like it too. All right. Yet, because Venus is in its fall in Virgo, the over-analytical nature of the sign usually leads to an individual to tear apart his feelings so that he can understand them through his mind. This can cause difficulties in relationships, marriage, and the ability to tolerate others. In some instances, the individual's need for beauty in its perfect state can lead to fetish-like obsessions. Okay, let's just leave that at that. And so, they have exaggerated preoccupations with chastity, virginity, frigidity, asexuality, homosexuality, and they can easily go into the, Virgos can easily swing to either side, be super chaste in public and be like super freaks in the sheets when the lights go down. Okay, now we're going to talk about the yod. The yod to this Venus placement. Now, yod is important in astrology. Again, this is the yod thing. This is the yod right here, if you guys were wondering about it, because we're talking about it right now. Let's do it in such a way that's easier to see. So this is Virgo over here, and this is the yod. Straight across, it's up here, Aquarius, and it's going to make a Y like this. Aquarius and Aries, and Virgo down here. So these are the two signs. So Virgo is the opposite of Pisces, but it has lessons to learn, so to speak, from Aquarius and Aries. You guys cool with any of this? Makes sense? Aquarius helps to break the rigid habit patterns, because Aquarius is like free, Aquarius is like, hey, you know what material I like? Glitter? I think glitter is the next cotton. And you'd be like, what? What do you mean glitter is the next cotton? They're like, yeah, I want my next shirt to be made out of glitter. And you'll be like, yeah, Sonny, I want my next shirt to be made out of glitter too. What? Yeah, I'm tired of wearing these natural fibers. I want to wear glitter. Sonny, I want to wear glitter too. Guys, glitter is not a fabric. Yes, it is. Okay, see? That's Aquarius. And so, Sonny, I think we should all wear glitter. Yeah, let's all wear glitter. Okay, see? Okay, so that's what it's like. Being Aquarius is like, everybody gonna wear glitter now. And so, but Virgo is like, Sonny, seriously, glitter, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. And you're gonna bitch about it. And so, that's what they're trying to say. Aquarius helps to break rigid habit patterns, teaching the individual how to loosen his microcosm involvement with his... Whatever! Kind of this guy writing a book. I guess he was. Okay. From Aquarius, Virgo learns how to tolerate others and understand the cosmic beauty of life's imperfections. Rather than trying to change everything in the lives of those close to him, the Venus in Virgo individual slowly learns that love's purification is the natural outgrowth of each person's ability to unfold at its own rate according to the cosmic laws, blah, blah, blah. In other words, Aquarius teaches Virgos to accept and understand and appreciate and love, because we're talking about Venus, other people's quirks. From Aries, Virgos learn how to contact his own sexual nature, or to stop being so uptight publicly, but at the same time, Aries is a little too loose in the zipper publicly. I gotta say, just saying. I am not Sonny. You would be loose in the zipper if you were chased by lions 20 hours a day, and then the jackal and the cheetah ain't good friend to me. All right, well, if we were all chased by lions and tigers and bears and things like that, and don't forget the poachers. Those guys were poachers. They're assholes too. All right, well, if you were chased by a lot of other animals, that like, if you were chased, maybe you'd be a little loose in the zipper too. Yeah, Sonny, you to think about it, huh? Not everybody at the top of the food chain. Mr. Awesome, super cool astrologer, famous hypnotist, huh? So, all right, everybody be cool. Just saying, all right, well, they got, so Virgo, you got to learn some things, you got to learn from Aries, you know? I don't know. Anyways, it says, it is exactly these impulses and instincts, instead of, anyways, it says that from Aquarius, Virgo has to learn to accept other people's quirks. And from Aries, you have to learn how to accept impulses and more of an animalistic, earthy nature, more impulsively, and not to, you know, not to reject that sometimes things can happen halfway. People can enter your story in chapter 2 and chapter 3, or step 4 and step 5, instead of entering your story at step 1. And that's all they're trying to say. So don't, you know, knock things out just because people aren't showing, just because your love story doesn't have a beginning and a middle and an end, doesn't mean you don't have a love story. That's all they're trying to say, Virgo. Next, from Jan Spiller and Karen McCoy. Okay, now I erased a bunch of this kind of stuff, but the last thing here, and this is the last one. If you obsessively value being right in social interactions, you may unknowingly use relationships as a way that is self-serving rather than serving others. Meaning, Venus in Virgo, if you're upset, could easily use other people. And but at the same time, Venus in Virgo can easily get used. So, you know, like this. Thus, you might become frustrated in having relationships that fall short of your high standards. You may engage in the Virgo tendency to discriminate against and criticize others, and then try to hide your biases in order to prevent alienation. Okay, whatever. This indulgence might just result in feelings of isolation that come from silent, separate judgments. What you should do, Venus and Virgos, is to have confidence in your relationships. Talk to your partner. You know, for the most part, there should be a lot of Mercury influence in your chart. Mercury is the trickster of the zodiac, though. But you should talk to your partner. Have the confidence to get out there, and, you know, tell your partner what you want. And for the most part, your partner is probably going to agree with you. You know, it's going to be cool. It says, if you give in to fears that your service may not be accepted by others, that you're unworthy to serve others, or that you might be criticized, the result is a disintegration of the Virgo ability to make practical use of relationships. You may withhold your gift for unselfish service and instead seek to serve in a way that you think will elicit a particular response. This withholding may result in feelings of inadequacy and lack of self-worth. So, Virgo, talk it out, talk it out, talk it out, talk it out, turn the lights off, and be super cool. So, as a recap, Venus and Virgo. So, if you're watching this and it's a recap, first, check out our store and support the channel. If you want a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. If you want a chance to win one of our SunnySide energy necklaces, then tune into the channel, the SunnySide, on you know, our show, Breakfast with Sonny, every morning. And that's the action. Okay, so here's the recap. For those who are thinking of getting involved with the Venus and Virgo, these guys are super lusty. Don't push them in public. Don't push them in public. They're not going to like it. But you got to be like, and they're going to be cool with it. In addition to that, they're following a list and a script. So you have to check off everything on their script, and you have to do everything that they think you're going to do, and you have to do it from step 1 all the way through to the end. You have to walk through Virgo's blah, blah, blah in their brain. And for the most part, you have to do this with everyone. So it's not just Virgo. The only deal is Virgo is kind of married to that script, and if you deviate, they're going to bit your ass off. So if you like, you know, so heads up. Virgo is a lusty sign. They are freaks in the sheets, and they're one of the biggest helping signs of the entire zodiac. You should listen to your Virgo. They are smart. They work very hard. They are trying to help. They do care. They don't tell you everything. After a while, if you don't listen to your Virgo and you don't appreciate your Virgo, they will stop telling you what to do, and they will totally as hell watch you fail. And they will. Virgo is one of the signs that will say, "I told you so. You should have listened to me," and then they'll just watch it. You know, they do want to feel appreciated. Once again, they are amazing lovers. They're very caring. They take care of the details. And at the end of the day, you could do, I don't know. You could do a lot worse than a Venus in Virgo. But anyways, that's the action. So once again, that's Venus in Virgo from the sunny side. I hope everyone has an absolutely super amazing day. Please check out some of the other videos on the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Every morning I do your horoscopes. Every night I read your tarot cards. And in between, we hang out and have a little bit of fun on the channel. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And the website, once again, is TheSunnySide.net. And our store is called the Astro-Side.com. Do-do-do-do. I still like this cup. I love this cup, but I ordered a bunch of other cups. I ordered the leggings. These are the two most popular items on the store by the way right now. The leggings are the most popular. Leggings and this SunnySide t-shirt in different colors. This is our most popular t-shirt right now. And the it comes in a whole bunch of different colors. This is our most popular one. All right, enough. That's the action. I hope everyone has a super amazing day. Thanks for tuning into the channel. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, just tune into the live stream and let me know. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny. Wishing and if you want a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. Whoop whoop. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny. Wishing everyone the absolute best for a super beautiful day. Be cool, everyone, and I'll see you guys soon.